What's up, guys? Dr. Matt Westheimer here from Precision Chiropractic, and today we are going to talk about sleep. Sleep is one of the number one things that all of my patients tell me that they struggle with. What's really interesting is that when we do a re-exam, after the first re-exam, no matter what they write on their intake form, and we ask, what improvements have you noticed since you've been under chiropractic care? The number one thing that I get more than anything else is better sleep. So we're going to talk about some of the things that can impact sleep and how do we get better sleep. So when does good sleep start? Most people think it starts an hour before bed. That's what a lot of the experts say, but not true. Here's the thing. Where does good sleep start? Good sleep starts in the morning. In the morning? That doesn't make any sense. Let me tell you why. We have this thing called a circadian rhythm, and it jump starts first thing in the morning, and then it weans throughout the day until we're prepared to go to sleep. So if you notice, if you sleep in really late, let's say you have one of these days where you sleep in later than you normally do, a lot of the times it's difficult to get to bed at the same time that night because your circadian rhythm is off. So when you wake up in the morning, one of the first things that you want to do that sets the circadian rhythm for the day is getting natural sunlight. Now, sometimes there's ways that you can do it through artificial means, through different types of blue light and stuff. But the best thing that you can do, the most natural thing that you can do, is just get some sunlight first thing in the morning. So if you're having that morning cup of coffee, go outside, go in the front yard, go in the backyard, get some sunshine, get a little bit of movement. That's one of the best ways that you can actually prepare yourself for better sleep that night. Now, let's talk about throughout the day some of the things that you can do. Another one, do not drink coffee or anything with caffeine after noon. Now, not afternoon, after 12 o'clock. Ideally, way before then. This is something I struggle with because I love coffee. And I love after lunch going to a cafe and getting a coffee, but I have to resist the urge to do that because caffeine, even if you don't think it's affecting your sleep, it is. There's research that's showing that caffeine has a half-life of at least 6 to 8 hours. It has a quarter life of 10 to 12 hours. So even if you don't think it's affecting you, it is absolutely affecting you while you're sleeping. You are not able to get into the deep sleep periods and that deep non-REM and REM sleep that is restorative. So no coffee after noon. Okay, so that's another one. Now, later in the day, what are things that we can do? Number one, in the afternoon, early evening, is preparing ourselves for that period of time. So don't eat too late. Make sure that you don't work out too late. You want to give yourself at least 2 to 3 hours before you go to sleep by the time you finish your workout. Another thing that you can do is taking either a cool shower or taking a really warm shower in the evening time really helps to calm your body down and prepare yourself for rest. Then when it comes to the room itself, you want to make sure that it's dark, like pitch black dark. So if you're living in nature and you have a little bit of light from the moon, that's a lot different than street lights and all that kind of stuff. So if you're living in society today, there's going to be artificial light around the outside of your place, most likely. You want to make sure that you get blackout curtains. Another thing, you want to make sure that it's quiet. So if it's not just totally whisper quiet, silent by your place, then you want to wear earplugs. So I always wear earplugs every single night. Another thing, keeping the room at a cold temperature. Doesn't have to be too cold, but you want to keep it in that 68 range, that 68, 69 range. Fahrenheit for Celsius, that's going to be, believe, in the low to mid teens. But you want to make sure that it's nice and cool in the room. You want your body temperature to stay pretty low while you're sleeping. It's going to help you get into those deep levels of sleep. Another thing is making sure that you're comfortable. You know, a lot of people, they scrimp and they save and they don't want to invest in a pillow that's comfortable or a good bed, but make sure that you have a quality environment, that your environment is very safe and comfortable for you to be in and you to sleep in. A couple more things. Do not have a TV in the bedroom and do not be on the computer right before you go to bed. If you're going to do that, make sure that you're wearing blue light blocking glasses and you're not doing anything that's really stimulating for the mind. So if you're on your computer watching a TV show or watching a more of a relaxing movie, or you're reading a book on your iPad or your Kindle, make sure that you're wearing your blue light blocking glasses, and that's not the end of the world. But if you're on social media or watching an action movie where everything is like processing like this, that ramps your brain up and it doesn't allow your time for your brain to calm down and settle down and prepare for sleep. So reading a good book or doing something very relaxing and calming when you're in bed before you go to sleep. It's so important that we do these things because the way that our body restores is through proper sleep. We have this thing in our brain called the glymphatic system, which is just like the lymphatic system from here down, helps to clear our body of toxins and allow fluids to circulate through our bodies. The way that our brain cleans itself out is through this glymphatic system. And if we're not getting sufficient amounts of deep restorative sleep, we're not healing the way that we should. And then our bodies become very overrun and become overwhelmed with everything that we have going on. And so one of the biggest things that you can do that contributes to incredible levels of health and vitality and mental preparedness and clear-headedness, and even helping you to resist the degenerative diseases, especially the cognitive decline like Alzheimer's and dementia, is getting really good quality sleep. I know it takes effort. I know that it takes a commitment, but I promise you it is absolutely worth it. The payoff from getting good quality restorative sleep is worth the effort and the inconvenience of doing the right things to get there. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in today, and we'll see you guys next time.